Okay, this is the household budget table from the 2014 paper. This is the blank document fill in, and I'm going to put the rough work here on the right hand side. We're going to do the estimate figures first, and then when we're finished we'll do the totals, and we'll leave the net cash, opening cash and closing cash until the end. So the estimates first. So Margaret, what happens to her? She gets a 5% increase from the 1st September. This estimate for 9 months, so that means that from working this out on your fingers, April, May, June, July, August. So that's 5 months multiplied by the current figure she gets, which is 1,700. And I'm going to add on to that for the remaining 4 months is going to be 1,700 plus 5% of 1,700, which half of 1,700 is 85. So 4 months times 1,785. So there's an extra 85 extra. So putting that in here, so it's going to be 5 times 1,700 and add on 4 times 1,700 multiplied by 1.05, which is 1,700 plus 5%. Okay, so Patrick Power, he jobs shares the 1st of October, so 45% reduction in his wages from that month. So again, working this out with my fingers. April, May, June, July, August, September. So that's 6 months. He's going to be getting the same figure he's getting now, which is 1,200. And then for the remaining 3 months, he's going to get 45% less than 1,200. So it'll be 1,200 less 45%. Okay. So doing the maths, so it'll be 6 months times 1,200 plus for the remaining 3 months he'll be getting 45% less, so he's going to get 55% of 1,200. So 1,200 times 0.55, which is 55%. Child benefit. There are 2 children. The child benefit reduced to 130 a child per month. So that means it's going to go down to 2 kids, 260. It's currently 280. When's this going to happen? That's going to happen from the 1st of April. So it's going to be 9 months times 260. So 9 multiplied by 260. So leave my totals for now. Moving on. House insurance. Car insurance. So it says nothing about house insurance. So that means that house insurance doesn't change, and that's logical because annual house insurance means it's something you pay for a year. So I'm going to pay nothing for the rest of the year because I already paid the bill in February. Car insurance payable monthly increased to 85 a month, 1st November, as the eldest son is going to be covered. So that's 60 a month until, when does this change happen? 1st of November. So for 7 months it's going to be 7 multiplied by the current figure of 60, and then we'll add on for the remaining 2 months it is 85. So equals 7 times 60 and 2 times 85. Mortgage. House mortgage we paid off in full following the October payment. It's 900 a month, so we're going to pay it until October. So it'll be April, May, June, July, August, September and October. So that's 7 months. Okay, so 7 months times 900. Okay, now telephone. Mobile phone costs 50 a month from the 1st of April, house phone 150 1st of April, and every 2nd month after that. So that means I'm going to have, I do this as 2 separate ones. Mobile phones is 50 a month, so it's going to be 9 months times 50, and then we'll add on to that Now, how many? It's going to be the 1st of April. I'm going to pay 150. So that means in total I'll be paying that 5 times. So it'll be 5 times between now and the end of the year. So April we won't pay it in May. We'll pay it in June. We won't pay it in July. We'll pay it in August. We won't pay it in September. We'll pay it in October. We won't pay it in November. And we'll pay it in December. So it's 5 times 150. So it's 9 multiplied by 50 plus 5 multiplied by 150. Light and heat for the 12 months are 910. We've of the 910, so 910 is going to be the total for the year. But of the year so far we've paid 270. So the amount we have left to pay is 910 minus the 270 we've already paid. Car running costs are going to remain at 140 a month. Additional cost 180 for a service in October. So that's going to be 140 multiplied by 9 months plus the car service, which is 180. So that's equals 9 times 140 plus 180. Household costs. They're going to remain the same except August, when they'll decrease by 60%. So that means we're going to have 8 months where it's going to be 620, and we're going to add on to that 1 month where it's going to be, let's say they're going to decrease by 60%, so they're going to be 40% of 620. So equals 8 times 620 plus 620 times 0.4, which is 40%. Because it's decreasing by 60%, so the figure is going down to 40%. Okay, moving on to entertainment. It will average 115 for the 9 months of the year, so I can put that straight in. So it's going to be 9 multiplied by 115. The household, the holiday in August is going to cost 260. The balance must be paid in July. So we've already paid 1,000, so the balance is 1,000 taken from 2,600, which is 1,600. House decoration. There is no further decoration planned, so therefore decoration is 0. So now we've got all the estimates. You need to spend time making sure you got all of those figures. Once those are in right, everything else becomes a little bit easier. So now we'll do the total for the year. The total for the year is adding the estimate to the figure before it. Okay? So the total here is for 3 months. The estimate is for remaining 9 months. So you add the two together to get the total for the year. So we'll do the same all the way along. Okay, and then we're going to have to get a total here. We'll come back to that in a second. So that total of 0 plus the 720 is 720. 590 plus 180. 63 plus 27. 1200 plus 330. We've done the next one. 1440 plus 420. 5208 plus 1860, and then that's 1035 because it was nothing before. No, there's a mistake there. That figure should be entertainment costs. Okay, there's going to be a mistake there. We'll come back to that in a second. So that's going to be 26. Total for the year is 22, so therefore it's only going to be 22. Now, okay, just going to have a look and see what the story is with our entertainment costs. Okay, there was a mistake there with our entertainment costs. I had 0 in as the total. That should have been 320, the total of that. So when I add this together, I'm going to get 1035 plus the 320, so that's 1355. Now I have all of my totals, and I can go and start totaling off everything else. So total income is going to be adding the three numbers above, 15640 all the way down to 2340, and I'll do the same thing here. So I have my three totals here down to there. Now if I've done it right, then I could get this number, this total for total income in the total column. I could add my estimate and my total and I get the same number. So here I'll add my, now I'm doing my expenditures, I'm doing my subtotal for the fixed. I'll do the subtotal for the irregular, so that's going to be the telephone all the way down as far as household costs, and I'll do the subtotal for my discretionary. Okay, now I'll go and do my totals here, and I'll do it the way I was suggesting above. So if I just add my estimate to the total, I get that. So I'll add my estimate to my total for the first 3 months, and the estimate to the total first 3 months in my discretionary. Now, so now I need to work on my total expenditure. Total expenditure are all of the subtotals added together. So I'm going to add total, that subtotal to the subtotal for irregular and the subtotal for discretionary. I'll then do the same in my estimate column, so the subtotal for fixed in the estimate, the subtotal for irregular in the estimate, and the subtotal for discretionary in the estimate. Add those together. So there's my subtotals now. Okay. Now I have to work out my net cash. So net cash is always going to be, I'll put this down here, total income less total expenditure, and that's always going to be the same for every time we do any of these questions. So in my estimate first, total income is 27160. Take away from that the total expenditure above. I'll do the same thing here for my total column. So I have total income, which is the 36,700. Take away my total expenditure. Now my opening cash. Now opening cash is the money I had at the beginning of the period. So this estimate here, the period is 9 months, starting at the beginning of April. So the opening cash that I had at the beginning of April is the same as the closing cash that I had at the end of the previous month. So going over here to the previous month is March. So the money I had at the end of March, that's going to be my opening cash for my estimate. Okay. The opening cash for the total is again the amount of money I had at the beginning of the period. So the money at the beginning of the period. Okay. So this is for the total for the year. So the cash at the beginning of the year is €50, because the beginning of the year is January. This is the cash at the beginning of January. Okay. So now to get my closing cash. So closing cash is net cash plus opening cash. So net cash is the money I had at the beginning. I was able to save during this month. And the opening cash is the money I had at the beginning. So I had a certain amount plus the amount I was able to save. So 9147 plus the figure above. Now I know it's a minus number, so it'll end up taking it away, and I get that total. And then the total for my total column is the same story. My net cash, add on my opening cash. And if you've done the question right, the two closing cashes should be the same. So that's how you do one of those household budget tables.